with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Kansas State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact. Their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big time. Make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Savage. Shoots it to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Colorado's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw an incompletion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They went 3-and-out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a man. It's Savage. Gonna take a shot. He's got it all right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look good.
Breaks into the open. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Cooks. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't make the connection. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds his man. It's short. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. He's got the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Buffs! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gives it on the option. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air, it's Savage. Get it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Looking downfield on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. Makes it past the marker. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. First play of the period, 1st down here. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's short. Turning it on! And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Colorado.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's De La Rosa. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. The Buffaloes looking to convert on 4th down. He'll He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Savage. Lost one deep down the right side. It's caught. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Caught in the backfield, it's short. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
To the air, it's De La Rosa. Fires one high and deep. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
14, Kansas State, 3.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're going to run it to the right. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch right at the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got it set up on the outside. Crosses the 30. He's got away. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
To the air, it's De La Rosa. Touchdown, Colorado! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it behind the line. It's Cooks. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Dropping back, it's De La Rosa. Pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Steamrolls his way ahead. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's De La Rosa. They've got the screen set up. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Buffs! And the stomping has commenced. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. You're there in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it along the sideline. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
There's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this, I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, some of the communication was busted.
He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10.
That makes the score Colorado 28, Kansas State.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Here we go.
The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that's good enough.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Buffaloes are rolling down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the pummeling has started. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Open space at the 25. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Takes a handoff. It's Cooks. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give on the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Goes to the option. Breaks into the open. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big...
A full dive to haul that one in.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cooks. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really...
Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the foot. Turning it on! Gets it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield. He was able to make the tackle for loss.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keep it on the ground. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
49, Kansas State, 17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Dropping back, it's Savage. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.